And we're live on the Comic Core. Yeah, that's right. They messed up because they let me hit the live button.
Oh, crap, they did.
Yeah. All right, so we don't know where Chad or the boss is right now, but
They're conspiring against us, and they made their own show.
but we're live on the Comic Core, guys. So we got a bunch of things planned for tonight. But first off, I'm going to go through my lovely panel that actually showed up on time.
Oh, I was
First and foremost, you know him, you love him. We all kind of want to beat him up and take away his comics. Carson C. Wood, how you doing? How you hating the snow?
Hey, don't sing it. Bring it. And anyway, yeah, the snow's not bad. Roads are clean around here. At least my state mostly knows what to do in terms of snow, unlike Texas. Sorry, legend. But before we keep going, I do want to say hi to the few folks in the chat here because people keep popping in here. We got Bad News Chris Barrett. What is going on, man? We got Ricky Markstadt, founder of the Comic Core Discord, of course. We got Nightwing 69. I know he's over there on that Discord. We got Burn It Down. Sam's Tangled Web is in the chat. He's got the flames for sure there. We got John's Comics with Kids. What is going on, John? And, of course, you can't have John without his Wednesday night partner over there, Can2 Comics Biz Explain. He says, what shenanigans are going on tonight? I don't even know yet. You know how it goes here on the Comic Core. But, yeah, we got a great chat tonight. Great group here. Back to you, Kat.
All right. So back to everybody. There we go. All right. So next for our lovely panel, the one, the only, the great one himself, the great legend, my comic dad.
That's right.
Ledge.
Man, we're coming at him live tonight here on the Comic Core. I just woke up from a nap. I was kind of feeling a little sickly this afternoon, so I was cold chilling so I can make sure we were looking like villains tonight here live on the Comic Core.
Okay.
And back
All right.
to you, Kat, man. Having a good time here live.
Drew Manchu, baby, my dear, you had my back when I was yakking up C2E2. Blood Brothers for life.
It's true. You
How
know
are
what?
you
I got to put
holding
something together. I found something, Kat, and it's when I went for the house in Chicago. I went back in after we were all leaving and did one final walkthrough to make sure that nobody left anything behind. And I filmed all throughout that house, and I think that I'm going to put that up on the channel at some point. It's not really that interesting. Comic Spectre's in it, and I haven't seen him in forever. But beyond that, you know, hey, yo, what's poppin'? Where's Chad? Like, what? This is his channel. It's his show. Where's Chad? I just want to know where Chad is. I miss my buddy. I miss my homie, my buddy Chad. But you guys know where Chad's not going to be, and I'm going to plug it right here at the top of the show. Got 8 watching live. Tomorrow, live at noon on this channel right here, the Great Legend Show will be helping Carson and I liquidate a lot of our comic books. It's going to be steals and deals all over the place. I might be doing some giveaways as well. Oh, man. Tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know I got dollar books for claim sale. I know I'm going to do some $5 trades. We're going to put those up, too. So if you guys are interested in stories and not just value there, you get some good value for your stories and a $5 trade from Drew Manchu. Going to be some good stuff going on. Get some slabs. Got all kinds of good stuff going on, man. We're going to be spending the day with you, making our collection part of your collection.
Hey, Drew, what is that Pacific Standard?
I don't know. I only deal in real time. The real time is when the things happen, and the things happen with the movers and shakers. You got the Wall Streets up there in the New Yorks. You got the Capitol here and down in the DCs, and like all the stuff happens on the East Coast in real time. 12 noon, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mark, there's only one question you need to answer. What the f*** is Mark eating?
What the fuck? No, it's not like focusing. So this is vampire milk chocolate. So, yeah.
Are those expired Hershey's Kisses from last Halloween?
No,
No,
No, I think they might
No,
be
they're
from
still
this
good.
past Halloween.
It says they expire 4/20 of 21.
Just pour
What?
some out on the
420? You better eat them now. Mark will wait until that date and finish them off, and then he'll die.
You want to show them what else you have over there?
So I just finished off Kit Kats.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also had mashed potatoes and a pork loin that was garlic rub. It's really good.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
then
Carson, we should get back into the chat, honestly, because this is really killing our momentum. Now he's talking about the cat. He's not eating the cat. The segment's over, Mark.
Oh,
Okay.
the chat
Segment's
is,
over.
they are entertaining themselves pretty well to the point where they're entertaining me as well. The hashtag Where's Chad is now trending worldwide. Thank you, Drew.
Hashtag
or by
Where's
worldwide, I mean our little chat here.
Yeah,
but
two
there
people
we
have said
go.
it. No, wait.
Also, John is trying to catch off. Why is Chad? So there you go. And of course, we got Gummer in the chat. What's going on, Gummer? And then Oregon Weem is in the chat as well. Cat.
That's awesome. Good to see some good faces in the chat, man. We're having a good time tonight. You guys want to? Are we going to do like the regular round table? You know what we pick up this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
All
figure
right, who
we'll
wants
do
to
that,
start?
and then we'll go into like our thing we have planned for tonight.
Okay, cool.
I'll go ahead and start. So I got some stuff this week. I can't really show because it's all top secret stuff on the down low, but some of them were some new games. I got some new games. While I play these games, I don't know. Sometimes I got a lot of games that are still in the package that I haven't even got around to playing yet. So you never know. Anyway, what have I been reading? You know, reading's always a fun thing. Some people still read. Some people just buy books to buy the collections and keep the runs going. But I've been reading the classic. I've been reading this for a while. The 2011, the 2010 to 2011 Flash run. It's a very good run. As you can see, the issue 1 starts kind of in the brightest day storyline as well. So a cool thing I'm doing at the same time as I'm reading this first arc in this Flash run, basically where you get to see good old Digger, Captain Boomerang, as one of the ones in brightest day. He was one of the people that came back to life. So you get to kind of see his adventure, and at the same time, you know, Barry Allen being framed for murder of a Mirror Master knockoff from the 25th century. So really cool, and it leads up to another storyline where it's about the Reverse Flash, where he kicks off some of the things that would lead to Flashpoint. Basically, just kicking off some of the little, you know, mind control bullshit he says to Barry to make Barry go back and say, "Well, fuck it, I'll just go save my mom's life because I could go back to the past," you know. So really good shit. So make sure you read some good comics. And like myself, I'm not buying any new comics or reading any new things recently. I do collect my FFs and I get some stuff here and there. But Flash, go read and read some of those DC app and Marvel Unlimited digital comics. You know, they're awesome.
Hey, guess what, guys? It's boss time.
Yes,
That's
it
boss
is.
Boss time.
Hey guys,
Balls
what's
time.
going on? Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Annie, good to see you here. We're live.
We are
what'd you do with
definitely
Chad?
live.
Yeah, what'd you do with
13.
Chad? Where's Chad?
She locked him inside the closet.
Again?
We're still looking.
Aw.
Chad
Oh,
came out of the
man.
closet a long time ago.
But who else has had a good week as far as like getting some cool stuff or reading some stuff? Who wants to talk about their goods next?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and tag this guy right here because he's got
Oh.
a lot.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to Jason Smith these things.
You're
I
basically
took
going to
a
have
trip
your entire
today.
show right here.
Yeah, I took a trip today, and it's been a pretty good week. So, like, I'll start with what I got, like, on Wednesday. There was only one book that really mattered to me, getting it read, and I only read this thing, Last Ronin issue 2. Definitely plan on doing a review on my channel for 2 days. I just hadn't had a chance to do so, but just stay tuned to that. But 3 months, though, the story is worth the wait. It was a very good story. The art, I thought that's why we were waiting this long. But nonetheless, I really, really enjoyed this. They're 2 for 2 so far. Hopefully the next 3 will be just as good. While I was at the shop, because they keep having late delays and stuff, I did find these 2 books as well. So I got First Eddie Brock, Spider-Man 298, steal of a deal on that, as well as the 301. So 2 more Amazing Spider-Mans off the collection. And then I just went to some antique shops today. And they were very plentiful. I was surprised they restocked this much in like 1 month. So I'll show these real quick. So got some Eric Larson, Amazing Spider-Man 326. That's actually Thorn. The other ones are there's so many. There's a Static Shock I bought for $1 finally. So I had all the other milestone first appearances. I did not have Static. Luckily, I finally found a $1 copy.
$1?
This one's for Bad News Bear and the Great Legend. Same booth. It's actually in the same Tupperware tote. This was in there for $1. What's that?
Is it the platinum one?
It is shiny.
That is pretty cool looking. I gotta admit it.
This was right on top of it, so I had to have this. I'm like, oh, screw it, it's $1. Married with the Children Quantum Quartet, where they are somehow, you got the Bundys as the Fantastic Four. I thought it was like the coolest thing I saw all day. I wasn't going to leave this laying for $1, so I know Chris Barrett was definitely like that. Yeah, newsstand. Oh, yeah, it is a newsstand. I forgot about my own gimmick. Speaking of newsstands, I did get this G.I. Joe 137, so a later run G.I. Joe for $2. I have no idea why this was in a $2 bin, besides the fact it is missing a nice chunk out of the corner. But still, I think even in like good to crap position. Anyway, $2. First appearance of Gamora. So got that for $2. Thought that was pretty awesome. Wasn't going to leave that laying. And the same short box for $2.
Why is Gamora?
Yeah, why is Gamora exactly? I finally got a copy of this with a back cover for $2. So DC Superstars of Magic. I think that's issue number 11. Gray Morrow cover. Probably my favorite Zatanna cover there is. Absolutely beautiful. Got this at Half Price Books. We got Superman Thundercats issue number 1. I don't even know if there's an issue number 2, but it was a $6 one shot, I think. But hey, Thundercats, that's always better. Run filler X-Men, I got 192, 189. I got Green Lantern 51 with my boy Kyle Rayner becoming the Green Lantern. So $2. I'll go ahead. I always have to read that book. Speaking of boys, she's not really my boy because she's a girl. So I guess she's my girl by default. Early Cassie Sandsmark, pretty much where she becomes Wonder Girl. Issue 113, John Byrne cover. There's this weird Wolverine 150 I bought for some reason. I just didn't have it.
It's a strange ass cover, man.
Yeah. I got a first spoiler, Detective Comics 647.
Oh, that is a great book, man.
That is a really cool cover.
I love Stephanie Brown, too.
Stand.
That is super cool.
Very, very underrated.
Yes,
appearance.
absolutely.
Can we see another look at it? That's really cool.
Yeah.
Nothing all
there
the
you
time.
go.
Matt Wagner on that awesome cover there.
You know what? I love even more than that right there is her run as Robin. I thought that was fantastic.
Here's the Eric Larson I was trying to remember. This is 327. So I got a couple of run fillers of that. This one's kind of interesting because I don't remember Legends of Darkclaw being in a bag set or anything. But here's an issue 1 I found for $2 that does not have a barcode of any sort. So it had to be one of those like 3 or 5 packs or whatever. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is another one of those books I have to buy every time I see it. I ended up finding for 20 cents a piece the like
20
multiple printings.
Wow.
20 cents.
That's
I got
insane.
Choose issue 1 through 8. Don't get hopes too high because like the first 4 are actually the first. Yeah, the first 4 are second printing and up, but the rest are first prints. But yeah, a nice little run of Chew there for 20 cents. So I only paid with that Thundercats Superman. I only paid $2.78 my trip to Half Price Books this week. Found this for $2. X-Men 256, Psylocke as the Mandarin, and X-Men for the first time. I think I broke the bank at $3 on this. Green Lantern 49, popular Tom Brady cover. Maybe, in my opinion, the best Green Lantern cover there is. There's a lot of good ones. This is definitely up there in my opinion. Just a run filler, Strange Adventures for me, issue 221, kind of after the Neil Adams run. Frank Miller, G.I. Joe number 1, another newsstand on that. I think 1 in 10, 1 in 25, something like that. Jim Lee Action Comics number 1.
Yeah, that's 1 in 10.
Empire Strikes Back run start on Star Wars issue number 39. I think that was $5. That was my most expensive book. Zatanna number 10, $2.
I like that cover. Is that a Connor cover?
No, it's a Stéphane Rouge, if I remember right. He did a lot of the covers on there, but he did some good work on there as well.
Is that Paul Mounts on the collar, maybe?
Yeah, I think I think that's Paul Mounts for sure. I found this for $1. I really like this book, X-23.
Oh man, have you read that run?
Yeah, I've read a good chunk of this run. It's really good. I was like, I'm not gonna leave this laying for $1.
Yeah, it's a good book.
And then I got Batman and Robin Adventures number 11 for $2. See, I can't leave these things laying if I see them for a few bucks, for sure. And then
that looks like it's in pretty good shape, especially that dark cover.
Yeah, and this is a Books A Million purchase too. You don't know, you usually don't have no clue what you're going to find it in the Books A Million bins.
Right.
And I also found this for $1. This was actually one I needed for the run. X-Men 287. And those were just the comics I got. And then I went figure hunting mainly. So I found a local toy store, got the Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Classified figure finally. This is the only one of these I've ever seen, so I bought it.
What was the price on that thing?
I paid, I think, $25. They usually go for $20 in like most Walmart, so they didn't overcharge for it too much.
That's crazy, man. And this was, where is this at?
It's a local toy shop in Terre Haute, Indiana. I think it's called Sewer Lair Toys. I actually went there looking for turtle figures, but I'm like, hey, they probably have G.I. Joes too. I had all the turtle figures, the NECA ones they had, or at least, the ones I want. But I've been really eyeing this G.I. Joe Classified series, and I think these things are going to be big. But I had to get the Snake Eyes. It's literally the only one I've seen, the only one they had in the store. I almost bought a Destro, but I stopped myself because the same day.
Destro's the only other one I want too.
Yeah, and I think they got a Cobra Commander. And when Storm Shadow comes out, I'm definitely going to pre-order that. And then with Chad coming in the chat, these are the other two things I got today.
Oh, that Deathstroke's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, the Deathstroke. This is the Arkham. I think this one's... Oh, this is Curse of the White Knight.
I have that one, yeah.
Ezreal. And then this is from Arkham
there
Origins.
he is.
So there you go.
The White Knight Azrael Batman armor one out too. I saw that the other day.
I was thinking about getting that as well. These Azrael ones look amazing.
There's a lot of detail on them. Again, like with those figures, if you're gonna keep them in the box, that's a fantastic run to collect. I think they just suffer a little bit articulation wise on those. Yeah, like you need to use the stands. You need to use some of the flight stands and things to make those figures.
I'm glad they come with them because the Batman I unboxed 2 weeks ago. That
really
thing
top heavy figure
has a lot of trouble standing up.
Yeah.
They actually had a loose figure of the Batman from White Knight, and I almost thought about buying it, but it didn't have the stand. There's no way that thing's gonna stand on its own.
Well, you can buy the stands. Like Target will have the stands. You just go to the NECA area and they'll just get the NECA stands, and they work well with just about every line of figures.
Well, I've
Some
definitely
Marvel
taken
Legends
up
ladies
enough time, so
holes won't fit on the pegs.
I want to welcome into the stream. Chad's here. We finally got our answer. There's Chad.
What's up, Chad?
Hey, what's going on?
What's popping?
Just hanging and banging.
There you go.
Hey, Chad, do you want to lean in towards your mic a little bit more for us?
Not really.
Damn.
No?
She's pulling rank already.
I know.
Drew, you got a stack in your hand. What'd you get?
I do. While you were talking, I went ahead and pulled these from the shelf here. This is that run from Robin,
Yes.
126.
Ooh,
Yes.
okay.
127.
Wait a minute. Who's picking up DC books again?
No, these are actually from my collection. These will be
he's had
available
those.
tomorrow at noon.
I was going to say, that's kind of hypocritical.
Yeah, so there's some cool stuff here that I have. I really love Stephanie Brown in this run here. He just showed the first appearance there, so I figured I'll pull those out. And I have some other Willingham signed books here, some Fable books that'll be up tomorrow. Just a heads up on that. This week, though, I did read some really good stuff, and I picked up 2 weeks in a row because last week my work schedule was all funky. So I did read this X-Men Legends. I thought this was really cool. This is one of the variants here. I picked up all the variants I could on that. You guys know how I am about X-Men. Get some Cyclops love here. There he is in the action figure cover. And this was the Daughterman 1 in 25 variant, which I thought was pretty darn dope. And basically it's a story of how Adam X is basically Cyclops and Havoc's brother. They're retconning that into the 90s. So who knows what the hell's going to come of that. It's kind of weird. This was pretty good. This is Immortal Hulk Flatline. This is Declan Shalvey tackling the Immortal Hulk. So he draws, writes, and inks this entire book. I think he might even do the colors as well. But Carson, we talked last week about cartoonists who basically do their own art and story together on Modern Men, and Declan Shalvey's a name that came up. This book is definitely worth picking up, especially if you're into all the Hulk stuff right now. I think they do a really good job with that. Goes back and tells a story about one of Bruce Banner's teachers, and she's also a gamma monster because everybody in that fucking book is a gamma monster. Cable, he's hanging out with Domino. He's young Cable. He has yet to have a love affair with Domino, but he knows what's going to happen there. So it's kind of a weird tongue-in-cheek kind of adventure there. I like what Cable's doing there. Duggan's telling the story. Noto on the art, really killer there. Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood. This is a black and white and red comic. And the red highlights and the colors really make everything pop. The art is the star here. You can tell there's a million people working on this book here. So it's a really team effort, kind of anthology style Wolverine book, with the caveat of it's red, white, and black. Marauders. This continues to be great. Great Russell Dahlman cover. Excalibur. This continues to be like, why am I still kind of reading this even though I am enjoying the story? It's meh. Would not recommend to anybody who's not super duper into the X-Men stuff.
You already know.
The Sword was really cool. This was a story about Manifold. And Manifold's a really cool mutant. This is a story about Quentin Quire and about how basically he dies every time X-Force goes on a mission. So that's kind of fun to tackle. I enjoyed that. This is just over the top fucking madness at this point. The art is killer. The story is fun enough. And you're getting all kinds of Marvel Universe connectivity in here. I'm really digging King in Black. It's a fun event. Donny Cates again on Thor. Yeah, this is cool enough. It's keeping my interest. I feel like it's same old with Donny Cates. Big time things are happening, shifting here and there, and then it's like at the end of the book, it's like, well, here's a character you haven't seen in a while. He's coming next issue. So I mean, they do that here again. It's kind of a formula that works, but I'm still enjoying it. Black Hammer Visions. You guys know I love Black Hammer. This is Patton Oswalt telling a story about Golden Gale, and it kind of breaks the continuity a little bit. It's enjoyable enough, but it breaks the continuity a little bit, and that kind of sticks in my craw. So it's a thumb sideways for me. I don't know if I really even like it, but it's fun enough to read. Barb Alien, Red Planet. This is Jeff Lemire, Tate Bromball, telling the story with Hernandez Walta on the art. The interiors look like the cover does. This is definitely an indie book about a gay relationship and somebody finding themselves. This is definitely not for everybody. Not your typical tights and cape affair, but very artsy. I dug it. I thought it was a really well done story, and I'm reading just about everything that Black Hammer puts out. And here's that A cover for X-Men Legends. I thought this was probably my cover of the week. It's just so freaking 90s. Just screams at you. Hey, look at me. There's got to be pouches in this book. And that's what I got.
Good job.
Yeah.
I think it's the smoothest that we've seen Drew go through his poll without going on a tangent.
No filler.
Should I go on a tangent?
No.
No. Okay.
I should not have said anything.
You know
I'm
what?
sorry,
I'm-
Drew. Well done. Bravo.
You already know. You already know.
Chad, do you know?
You know. You already
Do I know?
You already
God, I
know.
wish I could hear
When do I
Chad.
know? Already?
He said we already know for some reason.
You already know. You
The Chad plug in his
know.
microphone. I think it's turned upside down and backwards again.
We can actually go in and edit his mic settings. So you know what? We can just turn them up a little
Any-
You already know.
Somebody talk to him.
Okay.
Anyway,
So
You
I'll
already
do
know.
my.
there we go.
Yeah, Cat. Hey, what has Cat got for us this week?
I don't know. What do you?
All right. So first off, before I get into a bunch of like the collectible stuff that I've picked up this week, I really wanted to shout out Freaky that technically came
Such
out
a
a few
fun
weeks ago,
movie.
but I actually ordered this off Amazon and for some reason it got back ordered on me. But Freaky, I originally really wanted to check this out because its working title was Freaky Friday the 13th. This is from the same creators who came out with like Happy Death Day and that. And yeah, this is a really fun movie. Vince Vaughn's fantastic in it. What's her name? Catherine Newton is fantastic in it. It's silliness and has some really solid gore in it, which I wasn't necessarily expecting from like a teen slasher of this era of films, but a lot of fun and I really enjoyed it. Also, I have really been looking for that Orange Cassidy for Mark, but I found this monstrosity. So this is one of those re-released, like the real Ghostbusters Kenner figure things. And yeah, it's a ghost popper. So I thought it wouldn't be fair if I only got one. So I got two of them.
Two ghost
So
poppers.
I figure if Mark and I have any sort of like disputes over something, we're just gonna settle it via ghost popper.
Well, how's that fair? You're going to have two ghost poppers.
I know. Right?
They're just gonna like take 6 paces away and then
I
turn
couldn't tell.
each
I
other.
couldn't tell
Just
if Mark
shoot
was
him.
dressed up like Peter Venkman or Steve Irwin. Of course, I stole
Poor
that
Mark.
from Carson.
Not Venkman. He's not cool enough to be
Mark,
Venkman.
do you want to grab the mask?
Venkman.
Steve Irwin.
So that's why I was looking for Gabby. I was looking for Orange Cassidy for Cat, and I am now dealing with some guy that I think lives in a storage unit.
Don't do that. Chad. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do
No,
that.
no, I messaged him, and he's messaged me back now.
Oh my
You
god.
already
The storage unit.
Don't do that. Don't do it.
Do you guys
Don't
remember
do it.
Storage Wars?
I
Storage
remember
wars
Storage
are
Wars.
wars about
Wars.
storage.
Is it going to be
Cat's gonna end
the
up on
yuck
an episode
guy?
of Storage Wars.
No, this guy is awesome.
You're buying figures from Dave Hester, aren't you?
Gabby. I've been trying to call this dude named Gabby.
Yeah, he's trying to steal Broski's Connect.
Oh, goodness,
But
this thing.
I did find some amazing thing last night.
Oh, yeah?
What'd
Yeah,
you
what'd you
find,
find?
Chad? You find some stuff?
Yeah, I'll share it.
How'd you find it?
Don't worry, I don't
Your
need to
eyes or
talk
the
about
hands?
this large ass mask I'm actually
Oh,
holding
I'm
it.
sorry.
I believe
Good job.
Kat would like to talk about the large ass mask that she has in her hands.
I think we should wait to talk about that until somebody dons that mask.
I had that as a kid.
Tell.
That was
Oh,
a lot
goodness.
faster than I was expecting. Do not shoot me with that, especially not point blank. That would hurt. Okay, so Trick or Treat Studios. This is Azog. Mark, stop. Stop. That's going to hurt if you hit me in the face with it right now. So, Trick or Treat
Hey, you
Studios.
got these,
This
not me.
is Azog the Defiler from The Hobbit, aka the Pale Orc. This thing is massive. I mean, I knew this was going to be big, but dang. This is huge.
To you.
Yeah. Look. This thing's bigger than my head, and I've got a really big head.
Put it on, put it on, put it on.
No,
Show
Mark,
it
put it
off.
on.
Let's see it.
Put it on, Mark. Put it on,
Put it on.
Mark. Leave it on, leave it on, leave it on.
So funny.
He's got to eat through a straw, though.
This is the rest of the show. Mark is now a monster.
Mark's now an orc.
All
And then
right.
All right, Chad, what do you want to show off?
Now
I
it's
don't want
Chad's
to show off
turn.
anything.
Yeah, he does.
Chad,
That
Chad,
is hundreds of links.
Chad's got
Chad, it's
some
your
Power
turn.
Rangers, everyone.
It's your turn, Chad.
Let's talk about Chad's Power Rangers.
All right, here we go.
Are we going to see the Power Rangers?
It didn't
You
work.
look
Oh, there it is.
glorious,
No,
Mark.
wait,
Mark,
they're
what are you
pre-ordered. Would you pre-order
this looks
today, buddy?
familiar.
So, I pre-ordered some stuff.
There you go.
Look at this Doctor Doom, though. That's coming
Dude,
out.
that wave looks so fucking good. I'm
Doesn't
so
it?
hyped for that wave, man. I am hyped for that wave. I want that arcade. I need a new Lady Deathstrike because mine is the old one and it sucks. And I need a new Hasbro Lady Deathstrike. I can't wait.
I say, did anyone ever buy that Godzilla?
Cat did, didn't you, Cat?
Yeah, I'm pre-ordering that Godzilla right there. That thing's gorgeous, by the way. Thank you for hitting me up with that.
Look at this. This.
Oh,
What's
I still
that
haven't
T-Rex?
pre-ordered that.
It's really hot in here.
I'll
Did
take
you
it
see
off
this?
then.
Cat.
Oh.
The Arkham
Oh,
City
that's-
Nightwing prop stick. But
Oh, no way.
I ordered.
Yeah,
this.
something new to beat Mark with.
Look at his jaws.
Cat, look at the jaws.
Let's get the little person swimming on top.
Ooh.
That's pretty awesome. I didn't see that.
Dude, they updated this from yesterday.
I know they did. That's why I didn't see some of this stuff.
Big Bad
I mean-
Toy Store, baby.
Like, look at these Marvels. He's like,
Oh, that's a hot
like
toy,
Daft
bro.
Punk,
$305. Oh,
Damn.
dude, that is so dope.
Whoa.
That
That's
is
a
so
Fucking
dope.
Miles. That is so cool.
Do you get that suit in the game?
That's insane.
This
Carson?
is the Spider.
Yeah, I think-
this is the Spider-Man 2099 suit. I thought.
A
right?
2020 suit.
Yeah, I think it's one of the unlockables.
That's a gorgeous suit.
Man, I got.
Carson, do you have it in the game?
Yeah, I think I got most of them unlocked at this point. I need to play. There's something I need to do like post game still, like the New Game Plus, to get another suit or two. But I have most of the suits unlocked. Oh, there were those Thundercats though. Oh man, those are the ones that got me.
Those Thunder.
Look at this Nemesis Prime.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
Does it transform,
And
Chad?
the thing- Yes, it does.
Then it's a transformer.
It's what the hell is it called? Not a. It's a Decepticon. It's pretty cool, right? I like that.
Yeah, man.
Now, look at this one. This one doesn't transform.
That is not a
It's
transformer.
awesome looking.
Take the mask off if you can't breathe.
I can breathe just fine.
No, leave it on.
Don't put the mask on the cat. Don't put the mask on the cat.
No, the cat likes to cuddle with it. I've been trying to move it into the studio for the last few days, and Midnighter keeps getting mad at me.
Yeah.
He likes to cuddle with the
But
mask.
this here,
It's his friend.
I think he thinks it's his dad.
He knows that it's the alpha now.
Mark
It's
has been
replacing Mark.
demoted by an
He's
Amazon.
replacing Mark with a mask.
Mark has been moved below the mountain.
Thunder Tank. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not paying
You haven't seen
$500
that?
for a Thunder Tank, but that thing looks phenomenal.
Thundercat.
I mean, yeah.
I do want that Chitara though.
Thunder Tank.
Midnighter, you
Dude,
try
those
to-
are crazy.
Probably. Thunder Tank.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing another order at some point on here.
Oh,
I gotta get those Thundercats.
Give me a strong.
That's a cool looking tank.
but this,
Give me a strong.
but Carson,
What
this
do
is
I
the
do? Put it
only
up the
site
nose
that I
hole?
found that,
It's
you know, it's the ultimate one, the glow in the dark.
Mhm.
This is the only place that you can order this, because
Right.
the other one you can't get a hold of anywhere, and it is. I mean, like, oh man, that
I was the one that sent the
And then
UPC symbols off to get that original Mumrin bandages back
Yeah,
in
you
the
had to
80s.
spend all those UPC.
Yeah, I was thinking I had one of those somewhere at my parents' house still. I need
got
to
one
find
in the
it.
tub in the closet right over there.
Yeah, I had to send off for that one. Get his little tomb where you stick the other Mumra in there with the bandage
Yeah.
Mumra. Oh, he changed.
Yeah.
I saw these guys today,
Oh, the old.
and I
baddies.
bought this
No.
guy last night.
Tortuga.
I thought I knew where this one was, but it looks like I'm gonna have to buy all 4 on here.
Yeah.
Such a bummer.
I just don't know what I would do with the quarter scales. They all look. I thought at least getting the shredder. I think
You had to let him breathe.
Yeah, see,
Well,
there's
right
a
here.
shredder right there.
This is what you need right here, of course.
The mask. Yeah.
I told you to get the mask.
If I do an order on their store, I may get that mask too.
Dude,
It's
get the mask.
not
It's $30 and you can wear it. I'm just
It's like
saying.
the only two things about
Sales
it, and it's the best sales pitch ever.
And you need to buy this.
It's $30
Carson,
and you can wear
Carson.
it.
right there.
I will
Yeah.
PayPal you $30, so you have no excuse.
Wow.
If she does it by the end of the stream, we have to watch you share your screen and buy it.
They have these at Target.
And then you'll leak your card information and it'll
The
go.
tiny
I
arcades.
do have that
You'll
Casey
leak
Jones
Yeah.
pop.
card information everywhere.
Here. Hey, man.
Can you even
tiny
play
I
that
don't
thing?
know his PayPal right offhand.
You can
Oh.
play it, but it's
It seems like
for
it sucks.
small.
It'll probably be tomorrow during the auction.
I gotta finish the game. I've been playing Hitman 1 and 3. I don't care how cool it is, but it's not $305 cool. What's not
Yeah.
$305 cool?
He's talking about that figure.
You're
Yeah,
a little bit behind, my guy.
that
Well,
Miles
whatever
fig.
Whatever you
That Miles fig is really sick.
Honestly, collect
Hey.
what you want.
Barrett,
Love
I got a
it.
question.
Instant
I got a question for
gratification.
Barrett.
Hits ya, my guy. That's your dopamine hit of the day.
Barrett, have you seen the new Bianca Belair Elite figures? I saw one in Target, and I thought it was pretty cool. And there was also a stunning Steve Austin. That was pretty badass. It was Austin with hair. It was
I
great.
saw that one on Amazon. Yeah, see, I got the Casey pop,
There you go.
Yeah, there he is.
Ooh.
and then
I
I
wanna
got
ask
the.
you guys-
I had to get the Mikey.
Get that mask, you could twin with that pop.
Yeah.
You could have a whole
guys-
twinning moment.
It's $30. You can wear it, and you have a pop that would look like you.
Right?
Carson
wanna-
can carry the pop along with him.
I want
Carson, why are you making the purchase right now?
Carson, next con, you could just wear that mask and not say anything. And
Carson,
everyone would
This
know.
summer.
I'd probably make a better Casey Jones than Stephen Amell is all I know.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
settle down on Arrow. He does the
Hey.
salmon ladder.
Hey.
So
Stephen
here's my
Amell
question.
is good for two things: taking
The
his
salmon
shirt
ladder?
off
Yes.
and doing physical exercise with his shirt off.
Cat, I like.
It's really
Well,
only
Mark
one
is
thing:
in the
shirtless
other
salmon ladder.
I think that you make
While
very
Mark
two
is in
strong
the other
arguments.
room.
I think that we can place Stephen Amell at the top of the bimbo chart. Or himbo chart, excuse me.
Himbo?
Shout
I
out to
would
my
say that's
Yeah,
Stephen
I'd put
Amell's
him up there.
himbo.
I'd put him
Yeah.
up there.
I would
I
put him-
just want to sit back and watch him do pull-ups. That's it.
I slammed into him at one of his easy little
Look at Mark's
comments.
face.
It-
I walked right into Stephen Amell. He's like a brick wall.
Okay, so
Anyway, Kat,
here's
what
my-
do we have, what's our main event for tonight?
All right, guys. So our main topic for the night, because no one wanted to actually fight me on this, no one else had any ideas, so they finally had to give up. So we're doing a.
Hey, what about
choose-
Annie Banks? Did she get anything kick-ass this week or read any cool books?
I have been keeping up with King in Black. I'm
Okay,
really
good.
digging
Little
that
Donna
book.
King
I really like it, Drew. I'm right there with you. I love the art. I love the story arc. I'm really enjoying how well this is all coming together. This is like the most fun I've had reading a Marvel event in a long time, and I'm glad I'm into it.
Donnie Cates, man. You can't go wrong with some
Donnie Cates.
Speaking of Donnie,
Jesus,
holy
Mark.
hell, Donnie.
Johnny.
Mark,
Sorry.
He's trying to figure out how to drink with the mask on.
Can you give me a middle straw that has turns on it?
Mark, the show's not that much longer. Just be thirsty.
Let's go into the nightmare here.
All right. So no one was willing to argue with me on this, so I finally won. So we're doing a choose your own adventure, but we're doing a choose your own nightmare tonight. So this is Choose Your Own Nightmare, The Night of the Werewolf by Edward Packard.
Oh, Edward Packard. Damn.
So
That's an original guy.
take the mask off.
Yeah, Edward, like from the Hewlett Packards.
Edward Packard, first author to ever write a Choose Your Own Adventure, The Return of Time, 1980.
So
There you go.
it's a full moon. Beware of howling beasts. That's what the cover says.
Can you guys hear me in this?
Unfortunately,
Yeah, they can hear you, hon.
This
All right.
It's getting a little itchy. Am I going
Then take it off.
leave it on, Mark.
Take the
Is this better?
mask off.
Is this better?
That's better, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
God damn, we're never going to get done with this book.
We might not get started with this book, but this is quality television.
Okay. All right. Warning. You've probably read books where scary things happen to people. Well, in Choose Your Own Nightmare, you're right in the middle of the action. The scary things are happening to you. So get ready for a vacation you won't forget. Dead bodies, dark nights, and a howling, prowling werewolf.
Yeah, bodies.
Fortunately, while you're reading along, you'll have chances to decide what to do. Whenever you make a decision, turn to the page shown. The thrills and chills that happen to you next will depend on your choices. Make sure to choose carefully, or who knows, you may have a werewolf to keep you company.
Classic.
All right. It's summer vacation, and you're on your way to visit your cousins, Karen and Tom.
No, why is Karen?
In their new house. Your aunt Charlotte is waiting for you at the bus depot. Really? They couldn't even come get you? Okay, whatever. Keep going. She gives you a big smile and a hug, and she doesn't look happy. You wonder if there's something wrong. Later, driving home, she catches your eye. There's something you should know, she says. The police found a body yesterday. It was by a pond only half a mile from our house. Wow, that's terrible. Was it a murder, you ask? They don't know. The victim was covered with deep bites, as if he'd been attacked by a dog with huge teeth. But there aren't any dogs like that around here. That's weird, you say, shaking your head. Aunt Charlotte slows down and then turns onto a narrow, winding road. Yes, it is weird, she says. And you've told Karen and Tom. And I've told Karen and Tom, and I'm telling you, be careful where you go. Stay together and keep your eyes open for trouble. You don't need to tell me, you say, though you're feeling more curious than scared. A few moments later, your aunt swings the car into the driveway and pulls up into the front of a white frame house, half hidden by pine trees. Why are you laughing, Mark?
I'm reading the chat.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny. Okay, anywho. Where was I?
We don't know.
Aunt Charlotte looks over at you. This is what we call home. What do you think of it? Nice, you say. The house looks as if it needs a coat of paint, but it has a screened porch with rocking chairs and a hammock. There's a small upstairs porch too. A crow is sitting on the railing. It claws loudly, as if to make sure you notice it. Your aunt starts into the house. You grab your duffel bag and follow her inside. Karen races downstairs, and Tom right behind her. Hi, Karen says, giving you a hug. The phone is ringing, so your aunt goes to answer it. Your cousins show you to the guest room. You throw your duffel bag onto the bed and wash up. A few moments later, you join your cousins in the den. Did Mom tell you, Tom asks, when you come in, about the murder? Yeah, but also about the suspect, Karen says. No. Do they know who did it? Tom and Karen exchange glances. Not exactly, Karen says. They think it has some weirdo who used to live around here. But your mom said there were big teeth marks. That's what's really weird, Karen exclaims. It's as if the murderer was a werewolf or something. All right, when are we getting to actual decisions? Okay, we're getting up there.
Wait. What?
Huh?
The murderer's a werewolf?
The murderer
Did
might
you
be a
just
werewolf.
give away the end of the book? Yeah.
According to page 3, the murderer
I feel
might
like the
be a
cover
werewolf.
might have given away the end of the book.
The murderer might be a werewolf, everyone. Hopefully this isn't like the dragons.
Can you give me a little bit of a hint here? Should I join the werewolf cult? Are we going to get yak butter tea?
Yes. Yeah. You know what? You joined Yeti cult in real life, so, I feel like we should all just kind of bow down before Drew for a hot second.
Yeah, that's true.
Drew is a Yeti god, apparently.
The Yetis were strong.
I was strong with that one. All right.
Where's Frodo?
Wrong Tolkien, Mark.
Shut up, Mark.
It's Bilbo, dumbass.
Dang.
Mark, you have no dialogue in this scene. It's just you for the special effects shot. Just sit there.
Better.
Oh my gosh. Just don't put the gizmo mask on.
Swear wolves. That better be a What We Do in the Shadows reference, Jason. I think it is.
It might be Carlos might be a werewolf.
He might be. Maybe that's why he couldn't join the Yeti cult with us, because he was already a werewolf. All right. So back to the book. We'd better investigate this, Tom says. As he's speaking, you notice a fat book in the bookshelf. It's titled Encyclopedia of the Supernatural. The book is very old. You're almost afraid it will crumble in your hands. Carefully, you pull it down from the shelf. You thumb through the book until you reach the letter W. Here, werewolf, you announce. Tom and Karen crowd around you. What does it say? Tom asks. You read aloud. Werewolf, a person who is changed into a wolf and who begins to look and act like one. No one knows why this happens, but we do know that a werewolf is a very strong and very dangerous, especially when it is hungry. Some experts say that a witch can destroy a werewolf. It might even be possible for an ordinary person to overcome one. But it would be very unwise to try. The safest way to deal with a werewolf is to get as far away from it as possible. It gives me the shivers, Karen says. That's all the more reason to check things out, Tom says. I'm going over to Podling's Pond. That's where they found the body. The police have already been there, Karen says. It won't hurt to go again, her brother replies. We might find something they missed. Yeah, because that really happens. Okay. Commentary aside, moving on. Well, I'm not going anywhere near that pond, Karen says. I've got a better idea. I'm going to go talk to Miss Hadley down the road. Maybe she's seen something like this before. That old crazy? Tom scoffs. That old crazy is just the sort of person who would know about werewolves, Karen says calmly. Tom looks at you. Well, I'm going to check at the pond. Want to come? Or you can come with me and talk to Miss Hadley, Karen offers. All right, so we have our first choice, guys. Are we going to go and visit Miss Hadley with Karen, or are we going to investigate the pond with Tom?
You always go with a Karen.
What do you think, Carson?
Go, Karen.
Pond with Tom.
Tom Pond. Annie, what do you think?
I'm gonna say go with Tom. I think we should go check out the pond.
Chad, you're on mute and your camera's off. What do you think?
Great answer.
Great input. Legend. What do you vote,
Karen.
buddy?
I'm going
Karen?
Karen.
What about you, Karen figures? You're gonna go with Karen too?
I don't get a vote, you know.
I'm
that.
voting Tom.
You're voting
Let's go,
Tom.
Tom.
It is, I think.
Mark.
Tom
What do you
Bombadil,
vote?
baby. Let's do this.
Fucking this mask.
Here we go, Tom.
Off.
How many take it off?
Leave the mask on.
Okay. Are we going Karen or are we going Tom on this?
Tom.
Tom? Tom with the pond?
Tom. No. Just Tom.
Okay, I guess we're going to go Tom.
I guess we're on top.
Just so he stops chanting Tom. All right, we're
from
going to turn
MySpace.
to page 34. Now, remember, guys, we get 2 do-overs in this if we
Okay.
don't like our outcome. Those are the rules of Choose Your Own Adventure. You get 2 do-overs.
Can you see my eyes?
No, you just see your soulless demeanor. All right, let's see.
Tom
here.
is gonna kill us? Yeah, probably.
He might kill us. He might be the werewolf.
What would Tom's motive be, though, if he wants to, like, investigate?
Yeah,
To
Annie's
kill
got
you.
a point.
Hey, go by the pond. I'm gonna.
He's
push
gonna
you
go by
away.
the pond and stab you multiple times, and then say that the werewolf clawed you to death.
Okay,
Look,
but that's
let's
like
just-
the action. That's not the motive.
Yeah,
Tom
what
at
do you
least take
Maybe
the
he just
tag off
really
of
likes
Mark's
killing
mask,
people.
think? Look,
so they can't.
as
return.
long we can go with Tom or Karen as long as Mark keeps the mask on.
Mark, take the mask off. You're uncomfortable. You said it was hot. Take it
It's
off.
the best part of the show so far. Leave it on.
Mark, you don't have to suffer just because Drew says
I
so.
concur with Drew.
I'm saying I got an eye for these things.
Annie, tell him to take the mask off.
Mark,
Aunt-
you can do what you want.
No, he cannot, Annie. Annie's new around here. She doesn't realize Mark does not
Hey.
get to do what Mark
Hey.
wants. Mark
Annie
has
is
to
the
do what we
boss.
tell him.
Annie is the boss.
I
It
am
is
after
boss
Sasha
time.
Banks'
Okay,
thunder.
what is your problem, Drew?
Look, I think that Mark awkwardly sitting there being visibly uncomfortable has been hilarious for the
Mark
last
has been rolling
at
around.
least half hour. I've been loving it. It has been absolutely endearing to the entire concept of the Comic Corps, and I think that Mark needs to leave the mask on. That's just my 2 cents.
I concur.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe
Okay.
he has a baby face. I'm not going to finish that sentence because that would be counted as a threat. But
What?
I don't know how to take that. I'm
Annie,
not-
you are a babyface. You're a good. That means you're a good guy.
Oh.
It means I look like a child.
No. That's
It
wrestling
means I look like
terminology.
a child.
No, a heel is a bad guy. A baby face is a
wrestling-
good guy.
Wrestling terminology.
Yeah, face or heel. You're a
What
baby
have I?
face.
I know nothing.
You're a white
about
meat baby
Wait.
face. Nobody
Hey,
should
hey,
ever
hey.
cheer against you.
Look
You're
at-
like
look at it
Carson.
this way. If you're baby face, it means you're aging well.
That
I
doesn't
feel
mean that at
old.
all. Carson's a baby face. Carson's a white meat baby face.
White meat baby face.
Yes. Carson's a white meat baby face.
White
He can pop any territory.
What is
You just gotta
white
whoop his
meat
ass for
baby
3
face?
weeks and then have him show up at the main event and win big, and the whole crowd go
Okay.
absolutely.
What's gonna happen
bananas.
at this
What's going
pond,
on?
Cat?
Explain.
We went with Tom. Are we going with Tom?
We are going to the pond
We're
with
going in
Tom.
Tom. We're
Alright,
going
Mark.
with Tom.
What happened
He's
to
trying
Legend?
to drink.
What happened to Legend?
He
I'm
stepped
just
away.
Did you figure out how to drink them that? Yes.
Jesus.
You feeling better?
I love that. Thank you.
Yep,
That made my
he's
night.
feeling better. He's feeling better. All right, guys, we're gonna go with Tom on this
It's
one.
still hot as fuck in here.
I'm sure it is, hon.
Quiet,
Feel
Mark.
like latex
She's
in the
reading.
car.
Mark, shush.
Oh my gosh.
Mark, she's trying to read.
One thing
I'll
I
go
can
with
do-
Tom, you say. Hope you make it back, Karen says. Tom cringes and makes big eyes as if he's frightened. Don't you worry about us, he says to her. The two of you head out the door, and Tom leads you along the road and then down a path through the woods. You pass a narrow, rutted dirt road, going off to the right. I wonder where that goes, Tom says. I've never been down it. Maybe we should check it out, you suggest.
How
Well-
have you never been down it? I thought you knew the area.
They just moved there, remember?
You don't have Google Maps?
Gosh. Anywho, well, we're almost at the pond, Tom says. That's where the body was found. The two of you
Yeah,
keep
bodies.
walking, and in a few moments, you can see the pond through the trees. It looks about 150 feet across. Crows are flitting in the branches on the other side. The path comes out at a grassy area along the pond's edge, but the area is roped off. A sign hung on a rope says crime scene, keep away. So turn to page 52.
Dude, this is so scary that we just lost Legend.
He's scared of those werewolves. It
All
says
right, we have
wolf.
another choice to make.
We're going to here in a second. There's a choice down at the bottom of this page. All right. This is all right, says Tom. Do you think we'd get in trouble if they caught us going past the rope? Definitely, you say. Let's do it anyway, he says excitedly. Or should we go back and check out that dirt road instead? All right, guys, so we have our second choice of the night. Do we decide to ignore the keep away sign, or are we going to check out that dirt road we saw earlier?
Ain't no sign ever told me how to live my life.
If something says keep out, it's clearly an invitation for you.
It clearly means go inside,
No,
right?
that sign can't stop me because I can't read. Oh, legend. That sign can't stop me because I can't read. So I think that we should go and check out what says or what's behind the keep out. I just think that'd be fun to do. That'd be fun for me.
Yeah, I want to do what
For
Annie
myself.
Yeah, Annie's the boss. Let's not
Annie,
keep
why can't you read?
Let's keep on keeping in.
For myself.
If I get shanked by Tom,
Mhm.
that's my own. That's my own.
Everybody
doing.
gets a little Tom shanking every now and again.
I feel like
That's true.
Tom's gonna kill us at some point.
I feel like
But-
Tom's
It's
not
like you
murdered.
want Tom to kill us at some point.
I feel like
We're
Tom's just-
gonna ignore
looking for
the
adventure.
sign.
We are
looking
going
for
to ignore
adventure.
the obviously glaring sign that says "Do not enter" or "Keep out." And
Why
We're gonna
can't
keep
you
going.
read? Why can't you read?
She's been hanging
I am
out with me,
illiterate.
Dad. I can't read.
I'm
Mark, we knew that.
partially dyslexic, but I'm reading.
I just guess,
Okay.
and I'm lucky.
All right,
Let's guess the keep out means investigate further.
means go on inside.
That's
Welcome.
exactly what it means.
It's an
Welcome,
invitation.
everyone. All right,
Why
On
make
to
it so appealing if I'm not supposed to go there?
on to page
Bro,
68.
I could not agree with you more. Continue.
And you've never been more right.
Right?
Thank you. From you, that's huge. That's really big. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Continue.
All right, Kat.
see, once Drew Manchu wins you over, you're like bestest buds.
That's the way
We're
it
gonna do
goes.
karate in the garage.
We're gonna do some
Don't
fucking
expect
karate
it,
in the motherfucking
but-
garage.
Love you, Drew. I didn't
got a
think I was
katana
gonna like you a while
and some
back,
coconuts.
but I love you, Drew.
Most people don't believe that
It warmed
you're gonna like me.
You
and most
warmed
people
up that ice
don't end up
cold thing I
liking me
call
at
a
all.
heart.
The frozen cockles.
There's
Tide
icicles.
Pods are
Tide
freaking
pods are
gushers.
forbidden gushers. Don't tell me not to eat them. Carlos thinks explained, I will visit you in the hospital after you eat me.
Hey, if they
Okay.
can
I will be
soften your
iron.
fabric, they can soften
Annie.
your liver.
First time I ever saw Comics Misexplained, he was passed out on a pull-out mattress, and I was checking to see if he was still breathing.
It's true.
Not,
was still
not
breathing.
a joke.
That's such a strong introduction.
It was the first time I ever actually met him, so
The
I
mattress
fully
that
believe he might
Misexplained
be
died on is
Tide
in the video that I took earlier. I'll put it on the channel.
All right. So back to our adventure.
I'm seeing
We're
stars
going-
in this.
Take the mask off, then.
Leave it on, Mark. Let's just move on. Let's move on in the interest of Mark's comfort, because he's leaving the mask on.
We're going past the keep out sign. We're continuing on in this adventure. We're going and we're checking out that pond, everyone.
Pond time.
Let's stay and look here, you say. You duck under the rope and start walking around, searching the ground for clues. Tom checks out the grassy area between the woods and the pond. You continue on to the water's edge. Dark clouds are racing across the sky. The wind has picked up, sending ripples along the surface of the pond. You kneel and run your fingers through the water. It's cold. Glancing across the pond, you notice what looks like a path going into the woods. Tom calls to you. I can't find anything. They must have combed over it pretty well. Do you know there's a path leading to the pond from the other side? You call back. The werewolf might have escaped that way. Tom squints at the other, where you're pointing. Yeah, I see it. I've never noticed that before, he says. We'd better check it out. Okay, we say. I'll circle around the left side of the pond and you go the other way. That way, we'll cover the whole area. Tom nods and you each start around. All right, so we're going to page 29. All right. It's slow going. The woods along the pond are very thick. There's lots of thorny bush and it's tricky to get through. You're about halfway around when you stop because the brush is so dense ahead of you. You wonder whether to cut back into the woods or wait along the edge of the pond. You stop to think for a moment and hear something moving in the woods. You duck low and listen. Someone is coming from behind you, moving in your direction. It can't be Tom. He went around the other way. A shudder runs through you. The route back is cut off. You could hide in the thick brush ahead, but if whatever is coming is a werewolf, it would probably hear you moving or smell you out. Maybe you should jump into the pond and swim to the far side. All right, guys, we have another choice on our hands. Are we going to hide in the brush from this supposed werewolf, or are we going to jump into the pond and make a swim for it? Dun dun dun.
What do you say, Carson?
I say so. Let's go swimming.
I'm with Carson.
With icy
I'll go
cold
for a
water.
swim. Let's
Probably
go for
some
a swim.
gators, but we should just swim.
Yeah, we'll use the gators to walk on.
Right.
Stepping
This is
stone.
the middle
One
of
of the movies.
suburbia. There's no gators there.
Have you been to Florida?
Is
You
there
never
in
know.
Florida? All right, guys.
Swimming.
Are we swimming for it?
Yeah, we're swimming for it. 100% of the cast of Modern Men has voted to swim for it, so that's what we're doing.
Swim.
Even
All
the
right.
cats
It's the A
voted
show
swim.
on this channel. Just want you guys to know that.
All right, guys. We are taking a swim for it, so we're turning back to page 7. All right. Keeping low, you slip into the water, wishing it weren't so cold. When it's deep enough, you dive and start swimming for the opposite shore. It's summertime, and you're only wearing shorts, a t-shirt, and beat-up sneakers. Still, they're heavy once they're wet. About halfway across, you have to slow down to catch your breath. At that moment, you feel a sharp pain in your leg. A snapping turtle is trying to take a piece of you. You bat the turtle off your hand and swim hard for the nearest shore. Even the pain in your leg and the weight of your wet clothing can't stop you from making record time. When you reach the pond's edge, you find that you're right at the roped-off crime scene, and a policeman is waiting for you. A German shepherd sits obediently at his side. You climb up the grassy bank, and a policeman starts giving you a lecture about trespassing. But when he sees you're bleeding, he breaks off. We'd better get something on that leg, he says. Come on. So we're turning back to page 51.
Principal Santos found us.
All right. Yeah, he did. He leads you back to his patrol car, where he applies antiseptic and a bandage. He tells you to go to the doctor when you get home. You head back to your Aunt Charlotte's place, limping a little. No one's there when you arrive, so you change into dry clothes, get a soda from the fridge, and lie down on the couch. Your leg feels better once you take your weight off it. A few minutes later, Tom comes in. Hi. Where'd you go? He asks. I was afraid the werewolf had gotten you. He takes a look at your bandage. Where did you get that? I was bit. Not by the werewolf, he says, his eyes widening. I'm not saying. Let me see. He edges closer. You peel back the bandage, just far enough for him to see the marks of a bite and the bluish-black bruises around them. Ugh! Tom backs away, his face showing his disgust. That wasn't really the werewolf, was it? All right. I wish it weren't a werewolf bite, you say, pretending to be worried. I wonder what it might do to me. Tom stares at you for a moment and then looks again at your leg. It is a weird-looking bite, he says. I've never seen anything like it. That's because you've never been bitten by a werewolf, you say. Not yet, anyway. He backs up more, almost knocking over a lamp, and jumps like a frightened rabbit. Then he stands there looking at you, as if he doesn't know whether to believe you or not. You have a feeling that from now on, Tom is going to be a bit scared of you. He looks so worried standing there. You can't help laughing. What are you laughing at? He says angrily. I know you weren't bitten by a werewolf. Sure, you say. If that's what you want to think. A lot of turning in this book.
So we're just being a dick to that guy?
Yeah, apparently we're just being a dick to our...
Hey, guess what, Tom? You took me on an adventure. Now I'm just going to be an asshole.
I'm just going to fake that I got bitten by a werewolf, but you weren't.
Yes.
All right.
I'm not a fan of our character in this. Can we find a way to die?
Weird turtle. Did we turn into a weird
turtle? It's a weird turtle, but it's probably just Mitch McConnell. Like Mitch McConnell, like not in Senate or whatever he does. I just don't like him.
That one.
All right, Annie. Officially, I'm going to be disappointed if we don't have were-turtles in this book. Just because you said that. I'm going to be disappointed.
Expectations or be disappointed.
right.
Those are your options.
If I get to predict were-turtles in this book, I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably.
I hope it happens. I
That
hope it
better
happens.
happen. Because
Wait,
why
if-
would a snapping turtle? Snapping turtles are scary, but like, why would a snapping turtle leave a weird bite? Like, if you watch the turtle do the bite, right, or you feel him, or them, if you feel that turtle bite you, like, why would your cousin be like, "This is not a turtle"? Like, hello.
So, if we get bit by a were-turtle, does that mean we can be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
You
Carson,
have to
really
learn first
expert
how
on
to
the
do
turtles.
karate in the garage.
I mean, we could learn how to fight, Carson. I'm
So
just
if I was
saying.
bitten by a rat, do I get to turn into Master Splinter?
No, that's not how that
That's
works.
a
No.
lot of practice. You might
Look,
become Pizza Rat.
There are two
but-
different
I hope
origin
so.
stories for Master Splinter, and they're both very, very convoluted.
I know
I'm just
nothing about
saying.
the Ninja Turtles.
You gotta talk to Carson about that one.
Master Splinter, that's a whole nother
Carson,
level.
do you think
can
if you were bit by a turtle, you'd turn into a Ninja Turtle?
That'd be pretty sweet.
Would you guys have the powers of a radioactive turtle?
Thanks.
Like Turtle Man?
Turtle Man? Is
Wasn't
it like
that,
the
he that
reverse of
dude?
the weird turtle where
Hell
you're
no,
like,
dude.
Turtle Man was that dude that was like on one of those deep cable channels where he'd come get like snakes out of people's houses and shit, and he'd be like,
oh my god, I remember that!
live action. Like, you remember that guy? Yeah,
Oh my God.
he was like a real live hillbilly, like bathing in a bucket.
He was
Yeah.
amazing! I
Drew.
loved him!
Take
I'm
the
sorry
mask
about
off.
the tangents, folks, but like Victor
Getting
French
lightheaded.
was
Take the
a
damn mask
fantastic actor.
off. All right, mask is coming off. Mark can't
Jesus.
breathe. You are red. Red.
Mark loses.
Are you okay?
Mark, you look so damp.
You
It's
are
like-
so red.
Mark, it's like you don't even believe in yourself.
I can't see anything.
I'm sure you can't, honey.
I think I passed out.
It's okay. Just breathe. It's okay. All right. So back to the story, everyone. At dinner time, Karen tells about the weird conversation she had with Mrs. Hadley. You and Tom. You're- You know what? This explained
Chris
until
Barrett
you
says Mark has to
dawned-
leave now.
Goodbye, Mark.
Until you put the dog mask on again, I don't care.
Oh, that's true. The party pug has not shown up lately, so
Oh, it's wet in here.
I'm sure it is. You look like you were sweating. Damn, dude. All right. Back to the story. Sorry.
gotta get a good level of stink on that mask.
You and Tom tell about your misadventures at Podling's Pond. Then everyone makes up funny stories about werewolves. But the fact is that you are all a little nervous, even Aunt Charlotte. After all, the murderer, wherever, whether a werewolf or not, still hasn't been caught.
You have to ask yourself, did you do anything worth being murdered over?
Right? You're brand new in the area, especially.
Yeah.
I think we should do
Stop getting
something
killed, newbie.
to get our minds off this. Aunt Charlotte says, "Let's get a movie," Karen says. Everyone likes this idea. Even without even finishing the dishes, you all pile into the car and Aunt Charlotte drives you to Movie World.
Can't we just
What?
like order something on demand with our remote?
Apparently not.
Is that like
Jeez.
Blockbuster? Gizmo.
I would assume, yeah. Once there, you start looking over the titles. Tom picks one up and waves it triumphantly. It's called Night of the Werewolf. And Aunt
This
Charlotte,
guy's got a one-track mind. It's all werewolves with this kid.
Aunt Charlotte, eyeing it, says, "I thought we were going to get our minds off that, but you, Tom, and Karen all say you want it, and so Aunt Charlotte rents it. When you get home, she pops some popcorn. As soon as it's ready, You all get comfortable on the sofa, and Tom turns down the lights. Karen starts the movie. So,
Does she press play on the VCR?
I know, right?
He's into fucking run to Hollywood Video.
Back when movie places were still a thing. All right.
Are we gonna see this werewolf?
No.
I don't know if this is gonna be like the freaking dragons all over again.
Well, here's what's gonna happen: is we're gonna go on a long ass adventure. We're gonna become werewolf gods. You're gonna be like, was the werewolf even in it? And I'm gonna have to explain to you that we've been talking to a yeti for the last half hour.
We were yetis the entire time, but now we're gonna be werewolves.
We'll find out.
Hey, Chris Barrett has a point that Tom has to be a werewolf.
I don't think he is.
Do you think Tom is the werewolf who does the killing?
I think
he might
like.
be.
I think he wants you to be a teen wolf so he can have a cool friend.
I think that Tom is a serial killer that's lying and telling everyone it's a werewolf.
He'll go van surfing.
Is that why he made MySpace?
Can we figure out how we die?
All right, we'll figure out a way to die in this.
I think Ware stings in the rafters.
This is taking forever. Any Hoosiers. The film begins with the camera panning over a forest. A long, wailing howl fills the air. Somewhere in those woods, there's a werewolf. The camera zooms in on a family inside a house. The parents and their kids are sitting around the TV. The same howl you heard a moment ago fills the room. A little girl runs to the window. What was that? Her brother asks. I don't know, says the father.
This is a description of the movie we're watching?
Shush! I'm trying to get to the part where we die.
Yeah, let's hurry up. Skip a couple pages.
All right. Call the police. Blah 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 blah.
There's like an 8-page explanation of a movie we were watching in a book that we're reading.
Why? Okay, hold on.
Is there like a cheat sheet in the back? Like, you know how
This thing was directed by Uwe Boll.
I'm trying to get to the part where we die, everyone. Okay. This movie's getting too scary.
I know that's the worst thing we could have done.
We should have gone with Karen.
We might have gone with Karen. We might be dead already.
You always go with Karen.
I got a pen and paper. We can just write the ending. Well, actually, do I have paper? I got old backing boards.
Turns out the murderer was Carlos.
All right, so they're
way to go, Carlos.
Scared. When the fuck do we die?
You're the one who chose the book.
It was supposed to be a scary book.
Yeah, I okay.
Well, you know what's scary is the premise that you were going to read that whole description of the movie we were watching. That scares the pants off me.
You know what? I got to the end, okay? You shut off the fucking movie. She gets ready to set up the VCR on rewind.
VCR,
and then the telephone rings, startling all of you. Aunt Charlotte, da-da-da-da. You found another body. She says a person on the phone with huge teeth marks.
Is that how you spell cicada?
He's a teacher, so I wouldn't trust him.
I've never seen the word cicada.
Oh, the next page looks way better because it looks like you're actually going to die because of the werewolf.
Read it.
Okay,
yeah, let's read that one.
It's literally a claw mark and it says the end. Okay.
Read it.
So it says,
great.
I don't want this. I want more meat, a voice shouts. Aunt Charlotte quickly turns on the light and then lets out a scream. It's the werewolf who has been sitting in the chair. You and Tom huddle behind Aunt Charlotte. Karen, nowhere in sight. You wonder if something awful has happened to her.
Karen was a werewolf. It wasn't Tom, it was Karen.
Comes towards you. The end. Yes,
Karen was the werewolf all along.
Are you kidding me?
She wants to talk to you.
Never trust a Karen.
Never trust the Karen. She was the werewolf the entire time.
Wow, Chris Barrett is correcting John on his spelling in the chat.
Oh, wow.
That was me, Austin.
Dude, cicadas suck.
Especially how you
red-eyed
spell
dudes.
them.
I like
Karen haircut.
You know,
Right. That like spiky haircut that's always bleach blonde.
you better hope
It's
your
always
manager has a
blonde.
silver bullet.
I don't want to talk to you,
Dad,
Moonager.
give a silver bullet.
Moonager.
Comics Misexplained is on the roll tonight. I'm impressed.
He's a funny guy, that guy.
He
He's
is
a lot
funny.
funnier with the
Funny
dog
guy.
mask on.
Yeah, Party Pug, bring him back. Hashtag Party Pug.
Party Pug.
Bring back the Party Pug.
Yeah, okay. So Annie, the first time I ever met Comics Misexplained in
So
one of
is this
these-
when he was passed out?
No. Okay, so the first time I ever met him on one of these live streams,
Oh, okay.
it was a Halloween thing, and he was wearing a pug mask, and it moved perfectly with his face, and it was fantastic.
You okay,
That's
Chad?
so cool.
And when I met him in person, he was passed out on the RC2E2 house. And when he first started talking to me at the con, I didn't know who he was at all. And everyone's like, hey, this is Jason. This is Misexplained. I was like, whatever, And then he started talking. I was like, oh my God, I didn't recognize you without the dog mask. Yes, knew him as the guy with the dog face.
That's Jason's new identity.
But
Hey, we-
still has not
we
worn
we
it.
we can run a contest right now if we want.
And we're out of time.
No,
Do it.
I don't have to mail anything or anything.
Okay.
So legit, anybody in the chat that would like to attend Panda Red's Talent Talk event tomorrow, put your email now in the chat, and I will send you an invite.
Dang.
Get out of the room.
That's very generous of you.
It's actually sold out, but I have a couple extra.
Hey, let me double check this out.
This right here is where Misexplained almost died in Chicago.
You almost die in Chicago. You've never been to Chicago.
Dude, he
I
almost
think
died.
we all almost died in Chicago at least once.
Yeah.
Hey, I have another little video on my phone. This is
Oh
fun.
God.
What
Let's
about
see
the
if
carrot?
let's see if the audio
All right,
picks up.
Jay, I gotta send him.
Oh, we are walking to 24-hour Chinese. That's Mark. There's Discovery Bay. We're gonna walk all the way. Man, I was hammered. I started talking to that dude there that was walking towards us.
I'm pretty sure we're
Yeah.
all drunk.
That was a good, that was 3 a.m. at that point, probably.
Yeah.
Jason, I'm gonna go ahead and send you your ticket.
Okay.
Yeah, send it to Jason. Get me off the big screen, too. What are we doing here? There's a wear sting in the rafters, folks, I think. Hey, anybody got anything going on this weekend? This
Ooh.
coming week? I know
Annie
that,
and I do.
Andy, you guys got something going on? When is that, Sunday?
We got the stuff coming up on Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah, we do.
1985.
That's bad.
It's bad.
It's fantastic.
Spoiler, it's fantastically
Push
bad.
you. It's fantastically
Okay.
bad.
Yeah, no, it'll be fun. Kat's got a bunch of behind the scenes trivia and facts and a lot of really cool information that I can't wait to hear her talk about
Who
on Sunday.
was talking to?
Bad.
Who?
Huh?
Who was Annie? Annie looked like she was talking to like God or something.
I'm talking about maybe. No, I'm
Talking to
just
the man
talking
upstairs.
Kat.
She's giving big ups, bro. What do you want?
No, she was like looking
Talking
above.
to the
I-
mighty powerful
I'm
stuff.
talking to my girl.
I'm
can't
talking
deny
to
that.
right up top.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
That really looked like you were praying to Carson for a minute.
Carson,
Hey,
watch
It just did. It just
Nobody
did.
needs
Sorry.
to tweet us. Nobody needs to know that I
Oh
prayed to
wait,
Carson.
here me and Carson.
We all pray to Carson. Hashtag Carson can't lose.
we had
Hashtag Carson for the win.
Carson actually had a fantastic idea yesterday.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can
was
we
it
hear it?
tomorrow to go live at noon and sell comic books to people
Yes!
for cheap prices? Because that's what we're going to do, Chad. Tomorrow, live at noon on the Comic Core, there's going to be steals and deals. We might spin some wheels. You guys need to come by and spend some money so me and Carson can get the feels. And the Great Legend will be there as well. And we're going to record it and put it on some reels, and then we're going to put it on some wheels, and then we're going to roll it down to the seashore so it can hang out
Down
with some
a hill?
seals. Yeah, those were some rhymes. I got bars.
All right, so here's the idea. Carson
the idea,
said
Chad?
Comic Core TikTok and have Drew get angry. Well, review something, then get angry for 10 additional TikToks. Because they're only like a minute.
Yeah.
So you would be angry for like 9 minutes.
I don't know if I can sustain the anger. It depends on how bad.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you can. Okay.
Not
Don't
really. I don't have
bullshit
any
a
more
bullshitter.
DC on my pull list,
Thank
so I don't
God.
get angry anymore.
You gotta get DC back in your poll list just for
It
anger.
actually is back on my pull list. I'll be getting the physical copies of the Challenge of the Super Sons when it's released. But that's just
Ooh, okay, we see
yeah.
you.
But it's digital first, so it doesn't really count to me. To me, it doesn't count. And I think I'm going to end up putting Nightwing on my pool because it's Taylor and Redondo, and I liked what they did with Suicide Squad. But we're going to read an issue and see how that goes before I commit to it.
Cancel
Yeah, we'll see.
it. All right. Good night. God bless.
Wearsting is in the rafters.
Bye.
See ya.
Goodbye.